Who?
A bank robber steals the bank, hides the money.
We're talking about the 8-year-old getting his way when he throws a temper tantrum, and Pollo occasionally gives in to it. Okay? You fuck! Okay, let me ask you, and there's a reason for this conversation.
I like it.
Okay. If your kid threw a temper tantrum, if she threw a temper tantrum, she wanted something. How would you do it?
The best way to talk to children is how you want to be talked to.
That's what I tell him.
You would say, look, I can't give you this now because this, and this, but, you know, there might be a time later when you can have this.
What if she keeps crying? I want it, I want it, I want it.
Then you'd sit down and you say, you can't act this way or we have to go home. You're not going to be able to go out anymore, and that's not any fun.
You don't know Pollo's son, do you?
He'll kick your ass.
How old is your daughter?
She's 2 years old, but he'll kick your ass.
Okay. All right. He has a 6-year-old. I have an 11-year-old.
Now, I have at times, which I regret, you know, said, stop fucking acting that way! You know, and that's, I don't say that. And I go, hey, okay, that's the wrong thing to do. I'm sorry. I'm not, you know. This is the reason why I got upset. This is the reason why you can't have this. This is why. You know.
Hey.
So either there's no money, you already have them, you have 10 million toys already, and we're not buying another one. If you clean out your room,
maybe,
and put it in the garage or whatever, then we can bring some new stuff in. But until then, you need to do something to get.
How was your daughter? Be like, all right, why don't you get rid of all your Star Wars stuff so I can have room in there?
Right. Does your daughter kick your butt like Pollo's son kicks his butt?
Hey, hold on. Let me.
He's a chicken.
Okay. Right. Manuel is the caller. He came in. He's the caller. He just got into this conversation. Now we've gotten him involved, and he just gave you his opinion. How he handled his daughter. That's very much how I handled mine.
But we got now we're gonna go to the next
You have to do it from the very beginning. If he's not handled it that way, then the kid's not going to listen. He's going to deal with Pollo the way he's always been dealt with.
Right.
Because the kid is already used to.
Okay, what do I do now? I put him in the room, let him test, and then he knows that he's going to be there for only 5 minutes, and then he's going to go out
for a timeout.
Yeah, for a timeout. And so he's now.
Timeouts have to be. I mean, timeouts are good, but you almost have to find out what's important to the kid and then keep it up.
Keep it away.
Because, like, she has the new DS, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, when I put that away, it's like, or the little Nerf guns, right?
Sure.
So you've got to. I use that stuff to help her clean up the room or to get her to. I mean, it's a constant thing. I mean, kids, they don't like to clean up. They don't like to, you know, all this stuff. But you've got to pound that into them now, because otherwise, you know, they're going to end up like you.
See, like Pollo's kid, he throws the food to, like, the face. He doesn't want the food.
No, not to her face.
You say that que le aventó.
To her plate, into her food.
Oh, well, he
wasn't that. He
throws it on the floor.
I mean, look, I have spanked my daughter.
I swatted Kaylee.
And I feel bad after.
Los tengo todos grabados, hijos de la
You spank your kid?
Todos al bote mañana.
I know. After I do it, I go like, why did I do that?
Well,
Todos al bote mañana.
there has to be discipline. And
yo le di unas patadas al niño.
I don't know. I mean, you've got to put your...
Pues yo no me le di 3 patadas.
Anyways, my parents, I don't remember my parents hitting me, but I know they did.
All right. How do you, like, it's just, to me, the way you deal with your son is the way you deal with things at work. When you ask for a vacation day, if they can't give it to you, you gotta, what do you get? Do you throw a tantrum?
No, he throws the food on the plate.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
No, we're saying,
he's saying you.
If your son asks you for something, you gotta deal with him and say, you know what, you can't have it.
No, but you know what? His kid does bad things.
Does your wife go against you? That's the first thing you gotta get.
Yeah.
I took my wife aside and I said, don't ever correct me in front of my kid. If there's an issue you have with me, you take me in the garage somewhere else and you tell me, look, this is wrong or I feel this or whatever. Then we talk, communicate.
Because you know what the baby does?
Then they
the other. One of the two.
So now we're like this. That's the first thing you have to be. Because otherwise the kid's not going to ever have any
Right. Parents have to be on the same page
Right.
with the discipline. If they're not,
Because then,
the kid's going to gravitate.
When
to
I'm
one that's
when I'm telling something to my daughter and my wife's there and I go, right, Mom? I call her Mom.
Yeah.
I go, right? And then she kicks in and reaffirms it, and then the kid's like, okay, all right, yeah, exactly. I mean, it works. You got to be. It's a team. You really got to be a team because the kid's smart.
What time?
but if his kid does something bad, he laughs. He thinks it's bad, but he laughs, so the kid thinks it's funny, so he'll do it again.
And
Like they went to a restaurant and he poured the bottle of water in the food.
It's not she does bad things. It's that I'm always kidding with her.
Mhm.
So now she's kidding all the time with Mom, and it's not appropriate all the time. So you have to correct her. Correct it. Like you know it's funny, but you don't do that. Or it was funny, but that's wrong.
I know.
That's what I tell my kid. That's what I tell my kid.
But he's two.
Funny things, and I tell it, like you said, it's funny, but you don't do that. It's not right.
Yeah, but he's two. He's not gonna understand that you don't do that.
But yeah, but
After he laughed for half an hour.
What happens is that because he's trying to make you laugh and he wants you to make you feel good. And
If he doesn't listen,
No, he's trying to make you laugh because he don't want you to kick his butt.
Listeners listen to you. There's your answer.
Huh?
If his son doesn't listen to him, what makes you think our listeners listen to us?
wait, how are you going from one thing to another?
Well,
it happens every day on the show. That's the reason why we fucked.
they're trying to find a way to make the show
To find the connection
find
with
a
our audience.
connection with their audience.
Okay, yeah.
So we ended up on this conversation about Pollo's
No, pero el otro es diciéndole que den
throws
los
a temper tantrum and, you know,
¿De qué?
todo menos lo último de que estamos hablando y que se pasa todo el día por estarnos chingados y que no sé qué eso.
Oh, yeah.
so it's like,
That
no,
was the wrong thing to do.
you don't do that.
Take him to Chuck E. Cheese to shut him up. Then when
Well, I didn't. No.
Yes, you did.
I didn't have to shut him
Okay,
up.
what did you take
I
him
did
for?
it because it broke my heart. See him really crying.
how many kids do you have?
4.
How many wives do you have?
Only 1.
Right now?
Well, how many?
Baby,
How many?
Three.
3 wives.
3 for woman.
Okay. By now, okay.
Should I stop recording now?
By now, you should realize that the heart breaking thing. Okay, your heart was broken a long time. You're way beyond that. If you had one kid, I could understand. Like me, I feel sorry. It's just one kid.
Yeah,
I mean, you
That's
know,
my baby. That's why.
they're all your babies.
They're all your babies.
Well, but you're doing
real
more
babies,
harm.
22.
You're doing more harm to that kid. Because when it goes in school, it's going to get into trouble. They're not going to have
Mhm.
control. They're going to send her home. No, they're not going to pass. It's going to be a disaster. I think.
Él va a querer pelear. He's going to want to fight one day because he doesn't get his way. And what happens, he's going to get in trouble. He's going to get kicked out of school. Then he's going to end up with the wrong crowd. Why? Because the wrong crowd gets their way because they're bullies. And that's what you're going to turn him into. He's always going to want his way.
Maybe.
If you don't teach him the difference between it's okay to lose and it's okay to win. My son grew up thinking that he always had to win.
Yeah, well,
He used to get
kids
mad.
naturally are competitive.
Okay, Simon.
And my daughter cries. She used to cry when she would not win. It's not about winning. It's just having fun playing the game. It's how you it's playing the game. It's participating. It's just being present.
We have to find more topics like this.
But yeah, I mean,
yo te llamo ahí cuando esté por ahí en el
what you got is a parent's perspective. A parent's perspective.
no.
No, hago trabajo.
Sale pues.
But you got the conversation going.
McDonald's.
So now think about it.
McDonald's.
People calling into the
Que le lleve de
show,
comer antes de que al manager.
and you
¿El
want to
manager?
be as short as possible on the air.
Si no te
But you go back to it after every break.
No, el manager de su trabajo.
You can see how this just how